The issues affecting you. Revealed, explained, discussed. Now on WGAL 8 in Focus.
Hello, I'm Susan Shapiro. This is a very important time of year for the Salvation Army with Red Kettle campaigns, food drives, housing assistance, and WGAL's Coats for Kids telethon. But like everything else, things have changed because of the pandemic. Tonight, we'll talk to two people with the Salvation Army about how they plan to keep up services this holiday and how you can help as we continue to bring the coronavirus in focus. I am joined now by Kathy Anderson Martin, who's the Director for Resource Development for the Salvation Army in Harrisburg, and Major Dean Satterlee, who leads the Salvation Army in Lancaster. Thanks to both of you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
I'll start with you, Kathy. What kind of need are you seeing, especially during this pandemic?
Well, we went into emergency services mode on March 16th, and there has been no let up in the number of folks coming to us for assistance, particularly food and basic needs assistance. We are serving in food through a contactless drive-through system 2 to 3 times the number of people and families that we saw before. In fact, we've seen 1,801 brand new households that never came to us for help before. And that continues. And now, of course, we're into the holiday season and those needs are approaching, and just one thing after another, and many more families, again, that never came to us before.
Wow, so that's surprising. People who never had to reach out. I imagine that's difficult for them and for you to handle the additional need. What about that, Major?
Yes, I echo what Kathy has said. We have been in emergency response mode since the pandemic was declared. We've been assisting on average about 150 families a week with emergency food here at the Salvation Army. We've also been providing emergency rent and utility assistance to those families who have been affected by COVID. And so we've been responding in that way since the onset.
I know you both, neither Salvation Armies in either city operate shelters, but what about folks who are possibly facing homelessness or, as you said, having trouble paying the rent? How have you been helping them?
Well, our approach, and I'm sure the Major is the same, is to be proactive so that folks do not descend into lower, more increasing levels of need and dependency. So we've been providing emergency rent and assistance, utility assistance in partnership with UGI, a program that we administer on their behalf, and with other program partners such as Bethesda Mission and the United Way and other folks in our community to address those needs before they get to a shelter situation. And that's becoming increasingly something that's been brought to our attention. In fact, we've surveyed these new families that have come to us, and 86% of those who we've surveyed have said they will have a need for ongoing assistance, maybe because of furloughed jobs or reduced work hours. So this is going to continue for quite some time.
What are you hearing from folks, Major? What are they telling you?
I have to review each case that comes in to authorize the expenditure, and without fail, every case has been affected in some aspect by the COVID virus, whether it's been loss of a job, death of a breadwinner or the principal breadwinner in a family, or just the fact that many children now are having to continue their studies to go to school at home, and that's required someone to be a caregiver at home. So that's disrupted family life. There's disrupted family life, all of those reasons. And so income has been affected, loss of job, as I said, obviously a death in the family, or someone having to stay back from work to care for their children has resulted in these families reaching out to us for assistance.
So difficult for so many folks out there. And how has COVID impacted the way you do business?
We never shut our doors or closed for a day, but what we have done is change the delivery of programs and services. So while, for instance, our food pantry was a choice shopping model before the pandemic, we are now doing a contactless curbside drive-through type system. We have children in our building every day because, again, as Major mentioned, not every parent can work from home or has a flexible work schedule. So they have to choose, do I have the kids home by themselves or do I continue to go to work? So we have kids actually from 7 different districts, 20 different schools participating in our brand new school day enrichment program with our staff supervising their virtual education and providing other activities. Something we never in a million years anticipated doing, but we have to do that to be able to help the families.
Wow, you had to step into, you saw a need and you had to step in there. Well, we appreciate that. We'll talk more about that and also the need for the food that you talked about and the food drives coming up.
This is WGAL 8 in Focus, coverage you can count on.
We continue our conversation with 2 people from the Salvation Army. Kathy Anderson Martin is the Director of Resource Development for the Salvation Army in Harrisburg, and Major Dean Satterlee heads up the Salvation Army in Lancaster. And we started briefly talking about food drives and the need for food. What are you seeing in more detail about food insecurity?
I think across the country, and I know here in Eastern Pennsylvania, we all quickly transitioned to that. To our emergency disaster services and responded and have continued to provide food boxes. As Kathy Anderson mentioned, we've had to change kind of how that looks. We also have traditionally have a shop through pantry, and so we've had to go to a walk by window, one of our side windows, and just kind of meet folks on the sidewalk there. On the corner here of Farnham and Queen Street with that emergency food assistance.
Our food assistance program here in Harrisburg has just exploded. We have served in the past 30 some weeks of emergency services mode. We've served food for just under 600,000 meals. And to give you an idea of the difference, prior to the pandemic, we were adding about 30 new households, brand new households to our caseload every month. We are now averaging an addition of 135 households every month. That's in addition to the hundreds before. And other activities that the good news is that we have the resources to provide the food. Before the pandemic, we were doing 10 rescue stops a week. Now we're doing 21 rescue stops. We were rescuing about 18,000 pounds of food a month before the pandemic. Now it's almost 40,000 pounds. And we work very closely with the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank. So we have wonderful resources and staple goods and fresh produce for the families we serve. But that takes a lot of effort and work to retrieve that food, sort it, and repackage it so that it can go out the door to the families who need it.
Just quickly, explain what you mean by rescue stop. Where is that food coming from?
They are, it's coming from local retailers that we go and it's items, especially fresh produce, prepared foods and so forth, that our staff goes out and retrieves. The store, maybe it's prepared fried chicken or rotisserie chicken or subs or produce. They can't maybe sell it. It's not, it doesn't have a shelf life, but it's still good. And we can go pick it up and turn it around and go out the door the next day to folks who really need those kinds of items. About 80 to 90%, in fact, of the food that we're giving out is fresh, nutritious food versus maybe prepackaged, less nutritious. So that's been a blessing for us and the people we serve. But again, it takes a lot of staff time, volunteer hours to go through that and repackage it and get that out the door.
And Major, what are you finding in terms of donations and the food that you have? Is there enough supply?
Yes, we are always grateful for more, but we haven't had to turn anyone away, thankfully. I concur totally with Kathy Anderson about the generosity of our partners. We have similar partnerships here in Lancaster with vendors and retail stores who provide us with their goods once they have to take them off the shelf. And so we include that food in our distributions as well. So yeah, we haven't had to turn anybody away, but the need is ever present.
Absolutely. Well, we will talk about what the Red Kettle campaign looks like at the Christmas season during a pandemic.
This is WGAL 8 in Focus, coverage you can count on.
The Salvation Army says the pandemic is causing a greater need than ever for its services. The traditional Red Kettle campaign has already started, but the Salvation Army says you will see only half of the red kettles on street corners and at store entrances this year because of the pandemic. The campaign raised $185,000 last year in Harrisburg and $146,000 in Lancaster. I'm joined now by Kathy Anderson Martin, who's the Director of Resource Development for the Salvation Army in Harrisburg, and Major Dean Satterley, who heads up the Salvation Army in Lancaster. And once again, thanks for being here. How does the Red Kettle campaign look different this year because of the pandemic, Kathy?
Well, it's very challenging. We have fewer locations with red kettles, which for a number of reasons, but even more so, we just do not have the volunteers or workers to man the kettles. And again, for a lot of different reasons, good reasons. But when we don't have a body or a person to be at the kettle doesn't go out. So it can't raise the funds that we need to support programs and services.
Are you finding the same thing, Major?
Absolutely. Yes, we have a couple of less spots this year. Some stores that have traditionally said, have given us the green light to stand in front have declined this year. Totally understandable. Also, we're facing here in Lancaster, as in Harrisburg, a decline in the number of bell ringers who are able to man the kettles for us.
Because as we've all seen, a lot of those are older folks sometimes who've done it for years and years. Is that the reason?
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the reasons, but just a lot of different things. You know, we've had a lot of the stores have restrictions on how many folks can be at the kettle or what have you, and totally understand that. But in the past, some of our best bell ringers are folks that did it in groups. Maybe they sang, they did some kind of activity. We had a Battle of the Bells competition that always involved a lot of folks. So, you know, just it limits the pool of folks who are able to do it and also willing to do it, given some of the changes. But totally understandable. We just have to pivot and find ways around that.
And what are you doing to pivot? What are some of the ways you are trying to get around things?
Well, we all nationwide have been emphasizing the virtual Red Kettle. So every Salvation Army site has a virtual Red Kettle where people can log on. So if you look up the Salvation Army in Harrisburg, or you look up the Salvation Army in Lancaster and go to our website, you'll see their indication. There'll be a button there for the virtual Red Kettle. We're just trying to promote that and give people that as an option, because that will count towards our Red Kettle campaign. And but it's a way, because we also recognize, I think another piece of this puzzle, and I think Kathy Anderson would agree, is that there's less shoppers. So while
right.
we have less workers and less stores coverage, people are, you know, less likely to go out, and it's understandable, doing more virtual shopping. And so we have this virtual option.
Is this still a viable way to raise money, do you think, to have this kettle campaign, or do you think we're just in a strange time since the pandemic has affected it?
It's a hard way to raise money, to put red buckets on the street, but it's something we've done for more than 100 years. It's an iconic part of not only the Salvation Army, but the Christmas holiday. And quite honestly, it raises awareness of what we're doing and gives us that public image. Folks see us at Christmas, associate us with Christmas. Where it goes from here, who knows? We did something called Be the Light in Harrisburg with sponsored Christmas trees, and that was a lot of fun. So we'll continue to evolve as we have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with Kathy Anderson. I think every Red Kettle for me is like a Salvation Army information stand. It's not just a place where people make a donation. We have recruited volunteers from the Red Kettle. People come to the Red Kettle and wonder how they can get assistance. And so that information is provided for people at the Red Kettle. Long-term relationships, advisory board members, there's all kinds of connections that take place at the Salvation Army Red Kettle.
Oh, very interesting. And Kathy, you still get some good stuff in the kettles, don't you? You told me about something you recently received.
We do. We recently got an ounce, 1 troy ounce, which I realized troy ounce is more than an ounce, but a troy ounce of gold. And we have a local jeweler, Mounts Jewelers, who will take anything that we receive gold and silver wise and provide funds in return for that. So that was a great blessing. We've received some crazy things over the years. The best was filling a partial dental implant with gold fillings, and we sold the gold out of those fillings. So we're open to donations depending on the value and what people want to give.
Anything gold or silver. Any idea what the troy ounce is worth?
Well, it depends on market rate. So somewhere between $1,700 and $1,900. And that's just feel good when you get that. We were saying you could get a $1,700 check, which we'll happily take, but that gold, knowing that someone put that in there anonymously, it just means a lot. It just buoys our spirits and encourages us to keep taking, as my Major Greiner in our office says, do the next right thing. And that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, that's great. You wonder what the history of that is. Well, stay with us. We're going to talk about the WGAL Coats for Kids Telethon.
This is WGAL 8 in Focus, coverage you can count on.
Like many things, the 26th annual WGAL Salvation Army Coats for Kids Telethon will be different this year because of the pandemic. The telethon will run from Monday, December 7th through Friday, December 11th during our newscasts. We will not have phone operators taking your pledges, but we are raising money to buy new coats. You can donate right now on WGAL.com. Just scroll down our homepage and click on the Coats for Kids logo next to the WGAL and Salvation Army logos. You can make a one-time donation or choose any amount. No donation is too small. All it takes is $25 for the Salvation Army to buy a new coat for a child. And I'm joined now by Kathy Anderson Martin, who's the Director of Resource Development for the Salvation Army in Harrisburg, and Major Dean Satterlee, who heads up the Salvation Army in Lancaster. And thanks again, both of you, for being here. How important is the Coats for Kids Telethon, Major?
Wow, it's tremendous, Susan. I'm a relatively new resident to the Lancaster area. Our family, my wife and I and our son, relocated here. We were transferred here in the summer of 2018, and we found out quickly about the partnership with WGAL 8 and have enjoyed tremendously the opportunity to partner with the TV station to raise funds for this important campaign. It's tremendous, of course, first and foremost for the children who need winter wear, but it raises awareness for the spectrum of Salvation Army ministry throughout the Susquehanna Valley.
And are you finding the same thing, Kathy, all these years?
Oh, absolutely. We are very blessed, and thank you, WGAL, so much for hosting this each year to share our needs and then to provide the resources, coats and clothing and other needs for the folks we serve. I know a lady this year who last year, knowing our need for coats, worked on that all year and has purchased throughout the year 85 new coats, which she has donated to us to use in our holiday distribution for kids. But, so that's something she heard about last year and has worked on all year, when she found sales and so forth. And they'll go out in some of the holiday boxes to kids on our Christmas list. So we can't thank you enough for sharing that and for your viewers for hearing that and responding accordingly.
Boy, that's amazing. Somebody just went out and bought 85 coats over these months. People are so generous. I'm always amazed every year at the generosity of folks in the Susquehanna Valley.
Yes.
Yes.
Tremendous. It's amazing. It's so humbling and encouraging at the same time. I gotta admit, Susan, I'm gonna miss being in the studio this year. It's just a wonderful feeling to see the volunteers coming in and out to answer phones, to hear the stories. We're gonna miss that human touch, but we're so thankful that the station has found a way to make it happen.
I was going to say the same thing. I've been helping out with the telethon for many years, and it's always such a big event here at the station. We have a huge red kettle out front, and it's kind of a party atmosphere, if you will. So I will miss that connection with all of you, because it really is something that this station has committed to for so many years. So hopefully we'll get back to it next year.
Yes, God willing.
Yeah, absolutely. Kathy, we say a coat sounds like a simple thing, but it's really important to not only children, but adults.
Oh, absolutely. We do hundreds of coat assists, primarily during the winter months. But that also includes, in addition to coats, clothing and new shoes for kids. And, if you're a child, we see these folks that come in that don't have a coat. That means everything. And, even just shoes that fit or a pair of pants that fits when you're a growing 12-year-old boy or girl, that's important. And it solves a basic need, but also it's a matter of dignity and just feeling good and comfortable in your environment and your own skin.
Yeah, just the right size, as you say, is important.
Absolutely.
And I imagine, Major Dean, as we've been talking, you're seeing a greater need not only for the food, but for clothing, all kinds of things that people, necessities.
Yes, we had well over 300 more coats distributed this year. I believe that we're quickly approaching the 1,000 coat number in terms of distribution. We had our main distribution, as you know, back in October, and what we'll continue to provide new winter coats. We have plenty in stock thanks to the generosity of the viewers of WGAL and our community members to meet the needs of any other families who will come to us in crisis, to our Family Services Department throughout the winter season.
All right, so this year, don't call, but click online and make a donation, if you will, because it's an important thing. Thank you both for joining us and for the important work you're doing.
Thank you. We appreciate your efforts and partnership with us.
It's great, Susan. Thanks so much. Merry Christmas.
Yes, thank you for joining us, and happy holidays to all of you and to all of our viewers. Thanks again. To donate to the Red Kettle campaign, you can go to salvationarmyusa.org, type in your zip code, and click Donate Locally to give to your local Salvation Army. You can also donate to our Coats for Kids telethon right now at WGAL.com. The telethon runs all next week during our newscasts. Thank you for joining us for WGAL 8 in Focus. For all of us here at WGAL, I'm Susan Shapiro, and be sure to join us next week for WGAL 8 in Focus at 7 o'clock after NBC Nightly News.